Could Southern Africa hold the keys to the next industrial revolution as the global energy transition accelerates? Vlog ND turns the spotlight to Southern Africa, where beneath the earth lies a treasure trove of minerals essential to powering the future. Southern Africa's mineral wealth, the untapped engine of the energy transition. Across the windswept plains and rugged mountains of Southern Africa lies a powerful but underutilized force: critical minerals. From lithium to cobalt, copper to manganese, this region holds nearly 30% of the world's reserves needed to build the green technologies of tomorrow: wind turbines, electric car batteries, and solar panels. Yet, despite being rich in resources, much of this mineral wealth remains trapped beneath the surface. According to the International Energy Agency, global demand for lithium could increase fivefold by 2040, cobalt use is projected to double, and copper demand could rise 30%. These are minerals Southern Africa has in abundance but currently lacks the infrastructure, financing, and policy alignment to meet global needs. Billions in the ground, but bottlenecks on the surface. Shout out to our dear subscribers. To our non-subscribers, your support is as valuable. If you can take a second to hit the subscribe button, that will be fantastic. Reports show that over $9 billion worth of critical mineral projects are waiting in the pipeline, but fewer than 10% of those have secured financing. That's over 60 identified mining projects, mostly stalled due to regulatory uncertainty, infrastructure limitations, and investor hesitation. Countries like Zambia, Namibia, Zimbabwe, and Mozambique have among the highest reserves to production ratios globally, meaning they have the minerals, but not the output. Without strategic investment, these nations risk missing out on a historic opportunity, warns industry analysts. A call for regional unity and global investment. Experts argue that regional cooperation is essential. Shared infrastructure, unified trade rules, and harmonized environmental standards could make the region more attractive to responsible investors. Right now, fragmented regulation and inconsistent policies create major hurdles. For example, landlocked mineral-rich countries face massive transport and logistics costs that choke off competitiveness. But with smarter coordination, Southern African nations could build joint transport corridors, simplify cross-border permitting, and integrate into global clean energy value chains. This would not only increase exports but keep more of the processing and job creation within Africa. The World Economic Forum steps in. To address these issues, the World Economic Forum, in collaboration with McKinsey & Company and the Development Bank of Southern Africa, has launched the Securing Minerals for the Energy Transition SMED initiative. This partnership aims to bring together governments, financial institutions, and the private sector to unlock investment, develop local refining capacity, and ensure mineral extraction meets strong environmental, social, and governance (ESG) standards. The bigger picture: jobs, growth, and global leverage. If done right, Southern Africa's mineral wealth could be more than just a resource. It could become a catalyst for economic transformation. Experts say the region has the chance to capture greater value through local processing and manufacturing, create thousands of jobs, drive inclusive and sustainable development. Africa doesn't need to just export its minerals, says one local economist, it needs to export value. The energy transition is already reshaping global geopolitics. With the right policies and investments, Southern Africa could be at its heart not just as a supplier, but as a shepherd of the green economy. But if you cannot get to the south quick enough, you may want to start in other parts of Africa. It's not for no reason the US and Russia are vying for influence across West Africa. It's a growing geopolitical chessboard. As alliances shift and militaries move, a new Cold War dynamic is unfolding on African soil. A new report by the Critical Threats Project at the American Enterprise Institute reveals that Russia and the United States are aggressively competing for strategic influence in West Africa. As traditional powers like France retreat from the region, both Moscow and Washington are maneuvering to fill the vacuum. Russia has deepened ties with the alliance of Sahel states AES Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, and is now looking to the coastal nation of Togo for access to the Atlantic Ocean. Why Togo? Russia sees it as a vital gateway to supply its Sahelian allies with weapons, logistics, and potentially naval power projection. Russia will replace Western influence wherever it can, says Liam Carr, Africa lead at East Critical Threats Project. U.S. concerned over Russia's growing footprint. A U.S. State Department spokesperson expressed concern that Russia's operations in the Sahel are worsening local conditions and fueling terrorism recruitment by partnering with autocratic regimes and extracting natural resources with little local benefit. The U.S. warned other nations against military transactions with Russia, citing civilian harm and destabilization. We urge all countries to avoid deals with Russia's defense sector, the State Department told Newsweek. Russia's Africa Corps, a rebrand of Wagner's legacy. Russia's presence has historically been spearheaded by Wagner Group, the infamous private military company. But since the 2023 death of Wagner founder Yevgeny Prigozhin, Moscow's strategy has shifted under the newly formed Africa Corps, a more formalized military effort. Currently, Russia has deployed around 2,000 personnel in Mali and 200 in Burkina Faso, and has signed uranium and lithium mining agreements in Niger and military deals with Mali. Yet the effort has hit recruitment snags. Russia's war in Ukraine stretched its resources. But with a U.S.-brokered peace deal in Ukraine now ending that war, experts say thousands of Russian troops may soon be redeployed, not back to Russia but to Africa. Sending troops to Africa is a cleaner solution for Moscow than bringing them home, said Carr. It's about maintaining control and extending reach, the Atlantic Gambit, Russia's Togo strategy. Until recently, Guinea's capital, Conakry, served as Russia's main military port in West Africa. Now, Togo has signed a military cooperation pact with Moscow, allowing for weapons exchange, training, and joint exercises. Russia's goal? Persuade Togo to join the AES bloc and establish a naval foothold in the Atlantic, which could threaten U.S. and NATO interests in the region. But Togo is already a strategic partner of the U.S., especially in counterterrorism and maritime security. Togolese officials have publicly expressed interest in expanding defense cooperation with Washington. So have neighboring countries like Benin, whose military leadership echoed similar pro-U.S. sentiment this year. America's re-engagement strategy. In recent months, the Biden administration has stepped up diplomatic efforts. U.S. officials met with AES leaders, and Ambassador Kathleen Fitzgibbon officially presented her credentials to Niger's junta leader, marking a delicate return to diplomatic ties after the 2023 coup. Despite previously handing over key military bases in Niger, the U.S. is attempting to maintain influence through a mix of diplomacy, security cooperation, and strategic pragmatism. Russia's playbook, propaganda and pressure. Russia's approach is more aggressive, leveraging information warfare, civil society manipulation, and military presence to reshape narratives. This was seen recently in the Central African Republic, where pro-Russian protests and media campaigns rallied support against the West. Many West African nations are hedging their bets, says Carr. They want partnerships with both sides, but they'll go with whoever gives them the best deal. Russia benefits from fewer restrictions. Unlike the U.S., whose laws prevent military aid to countries with poor human rights or undemocratic practices. This gives Moscow an edge when dealing with authoritarian regimes. What's next for West Africa? This isn't just about military alliances, notes West Africa analyst Olayinka Ajala. It's a long game. Russia is laying the groundwork for arms exports, military bases, and economic access for decades to come. And for the U.S., the challenge is clear: engage smarter, offer more, and show up consistently, or risk being edged out by a rival willing to play by different rules. From the Sahel to the sea, the new scramble for Africa is unfolding, one handshake, one port, and one base at a time. We'll keep tracking it right here on Vlog ND. I'm Sal Peer. Stay aware, stay connected. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share our videos. We appreciate your support so much.